You'll know how to create a wing to enhance your hooded eyes after watching this video. So your winged eyeliner looks wonky because you have hooded eyes. Try this instead. Grab a concealer or eyeshadow primer. This is the new Morphe concealer, which I've really been liking. Use a stiff brush. This is the one from Jessup. Using a concealer just gives you a blank canvas and will help your eyeshadow last all day. You have to set your concealer if you have hooded eyes, otherwise you'll get creasing. This is the Wet n Wild loose powder, which is literally better than some high-end powders I've tried. For this look, we're going to use an eyeshadow shield. Instead of angling it up very high, angle it more outwards. I'll link these below. You can buy them off Amazon. They're very inexpensive and super useful. For this eyeshadow look, we're using the Forbidden Honey eyeshadow palette by Morphe. Take a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe and Makeup by Ariel collab. This is the A20 brush. First, go in with the transition color. This shade is Sweet Sting. Place the eyeshadow above your natural crease. And for a more lifted cat eye effect, create a V on the outer part of your eye. This technique helps open up hooded eyes. Then grab a smaller fluffy brush. This is the Morphe 433 brush, and we're using that to apply the darker brown eyeshadow. Start with your eyes open so you make sure you're going high enough, and then create another V. You'll keep this inside the other eyeshadow that you have already applied. This will create a more gradient effect. I'll have all the products linked in the description below. Now for creating the wing, you're going to go in with a small pencil brush and dip into a black eyeshadow. This brush is part of a set from Jessup Beauty. Rub the black eyeshadow along the eyeshadow shield. Don't worry about being a little messy because you have the shield there. Then you're going to clean off the pencil brush and dip into the dark brown color and place it on top of the black eyeshadow. This is going to create a soft gradient effect. To make sure everything's blended, go back in with the small fluffy brush and buff out any harsh lines. To add a little bit of color, I'm going in with the shade Honey Blossom, and you can add any type of shimmer or any color for this part. I'm using my finger so the color comes out a little bit more bold. You can also use a flat shader brush. This is the Morphe and Makeup by Ariel brush. I dipped into the lighter pink shade and kept that on the inner corner. Pro tip, if you ever get this little bumpy effect, go in with a clean shader brush and gently buff. This will make everything smooth. To line the lash line, go in with a flat angled brush and dip into some black eyeshadow and gently press it along your lash line. If you have hooded eyes, you definitely don't want to have a thick line along your lash line. Lining my upper waterline. Now for the best part, taking off the eyeshadow shield. Look at that sharp wing. To finish off the lower lash line, we're going in with that small fluffy brush and buffing it along the lower lash line. Then take your pencil brush and the darker brown eyeshadow and place it on the lash line. So many people are afraid to do the lower lash line, but it really completes the look. Go in with a liner for a more dramatic look. I'm using the NYX pencil in 911. If you haven't noticed, I'm using all drugstore makeup. Then curl your lashes. This is the e.l.f. eyelash curler. Curling your lashes will make a really big difference, especially on hooded eyes. Then coat your lashes. This is the L'Oreal Panorama Mascara. Look at the difference just one coat of mascara can make. I want this look to be a little bit more dramatic, so I am adding false lashes. These are one of my new faves from Amazon. I'll link them below. If you're looking for some good eyelashes for hooded eyes, check out my video, I'll link it above, on my favorite eyelashes for hooded eyes. Look at the difference eyeshadow can make. I finished my other eye, and now we're going to move on to foundation. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Grip Primer. If you really enjoyed that eyeshadow tutorial, check out my hooded eye makeup course on mckaysmakeup.com. Don't forget to hydrate your lips while you're doing the rest of your makeup. This is the new e.l.f. lip gloss. To add a little dew and glow to my skin, I'm using the Catrice Cosmetics Skin Finish. This is very similar to the e.l.f. Halo Glow and the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Skin. Then using the Makeup Revolution Skin Silk. I really like this foundation and it's just as good as high end. If you have drier skin and like light medium coverage, this is perfect. Then using some concealer. I've been using this Morphe one. It is so good. I can't believe how much I like it. If you have fine lines or dry under eyes, try this. I'm using the Jessup Beauty brush. This one came in a pack, but I think that they sell it separately, so I'll link that below. Then I'm using the Essence Contour Stick. This is a perfect contour color, especially if you're my skin tone. It's definitely more cool toned and it's really easy to use on the nose. To buff out the contour, I'm using my favorite Real Techniques brush. This I got in a single pack. I think they only sell it in a set now. So I'll link the set below and similar options. To blend out the nose contour, I'm using a small fluffy brush. This one's from Sigma. This just helps keep everything in place so you can really get that defined nose contour. Would you be interested in a contour tutorial? Let me know in the comments. For blush, I'm using the ColourPop Cream Blush. This is a really pretty pink. And then I'm just using an angled blush brush. For bronzer, I'm using the Milani bronzer and the Real Techniques powder brush. The Milani bronzer is one of my favorite, whether high-end or low-end. I picked up this Morphe face powder. It has like a slight glow to it, and I'm figuring out how to use it, but I do like it so far. And then going in with the new Morphe blush. This is the shade Blind Date, and then I'm just using that same angled brush. This is almost like a peachy pink color, which is perfect for summer. For setting my face, I'm using the ColourPop Dewy Setting Mist. And then I'm just setting my T-zone with that Wet n Wild powder I used earlier. So you still have that glow in all the right places. For eyebrows, I'm using the NYX pencil. These are really great. Just make sure you get a cool tone because eyebrows tend to be cooler, ashier versus warm. And then I'm using the NYX glue, which I've been loving. I like to scrape off the excess because it's super thick and really keeps your eyebrows up. For lip liner, I'm using the ColourPop lip liner, and this is the shade BFF. This is a perfect nude color and great for slightly overlining if you like that look. Then using the NYX Fat Oil, I love these. They're so great, perfect for summer, super shiny, and really hydrating. I'm going in with this Essence lip gloss. I wanted to add just a little bit of pink for a more ombre look. And here's the final look. Do you think you'll try out this makeup look? Let me know in the comments below. You can wear winged liner if you have hooded eyes. Sometimes you just have to change the technique. If you're looking for more hooded eye makeup tips, check out mckaysmakeup.com and the hooded eye eyeshadow course. What did you learn in this video? Let me know below. Give this a like and follow for more hooded eye makeup tips. I read all your comments, so if you have special requests, leave those in the comments. If you want to learn more makeup tips, check out my other videos.